Hi, my name is Stephanie, and I love to read. So I've been slacking despite the plentiful amount of time I've had recently. So I'm going to push myself to read more by sharing reviews once a week to get back into the habit. Starting with the most recent book I've finished, and this book is The Soul of an Octopus by Cy Montgomery. If you're interested in learning more about it, please keep watching. So the book was originally published in 2015, so fairly recently. Me considering anything less than 5 years old, fairly recent. I didn't buy it, my grandma did, for her brother-in-law's 8-year-old granddaughter. Originally, the granddaughter loves octopuses, not octopi. You'll learn why on page 1. But after she had read it, she didn't really think it was appropriate for a read aloud to a child, mostly out of interest factor from the child's point of view. So she offered it to me as entertainment because I was going on a cross-country drive and needed some stuff. This drive was just over 3 months ago, showing how far my reading has dropped. This book follows a journalistic writer's interaction with different octopuses and how they impact her life and the people around her. The book is mostly about relationships between two people or two animals, and especially about the relationships formed between a person and one of the animals. So I liked this book. I will say right from the get-go that it's not what I thought it would be. It wasn't a hard read, definitely falls into the category of feel-good light reading, at least for me. There are sad moments in the book, but it has an overall uplifting message. The language is not difficult. It is meant to be read by a wide audience. I think that while we're well written, it's not a hard read or information dense in just about any way. The last points are pros of the book for anyone looking for these things, but at first were cons for me as I wanted to learn quite a bit more about the creatures scientifically. She does share short snippets of studies here and there, but as a biologist, the amount of information she shares behind the studies and the number of studies included were both minor drawbacks. There are some really cool photos in the center of the book, which are fun, but not necessarily adding to the story at all. And it is what this book is, a story. The major sections of the book are separated by the name of the octopus that is the main focus of that chapter and is central during that period of time when she was interacting. The last chapter is the exception, being the culmination of her opinion on consciousness and animal consciousness at the very end of her journey. Although I won't be reading it again, as I think I've taken everything I wanted from it the first time through, I do recommend, if you like light reading, books that are story-centered, or just want to see if this topic is worth exploring further for you. However, if you do have a background in this area or you're looking for more structured or scientific writing, then you may not enjoy this book as much. And I will give this book 3 stars probably on Goodreads. That being said, because I liked it, I recommend it, and I probably won't read it again. Have you thought about reading this book, or have you already read this book? If you have, what did you think? Let me know in the comments below. If you liked this review or have things you think can improve, please also leave those in the comments as well. Next week, I plan on discussing Blood of the Earth by De La Piero. Subscribe if that interests you, and thanks for watching. Bye. Exploration in book is, oh dear,